When Mus'ab bin Umair, ever heard the name? Mus'ab bin Umair embraced Islam. Were the young boys. Listen to this. Mus'ab bin Umair accepted Islam when he was, I think, 14 years of age. 14. Mus'ab was one of the wealthiest people of Mecca. One of the wealthiest. His mother was, in our terms, multi. In fact, so rich was Mus'ab, he was known for his perfume. If Mus'ab walked through a street, you could smell his fragrance for hours after. Mus'ab's clothes were handmade, 100% silk that used to come from Persia and from Rome and from... Everything Mus'ab did was extraordinary, flamboyant. He was the pin-up boy of Mecca. Every girl, every woman wanted to be with Mus'ab bin Umair. Today we love that Mus'ab, but not the Mus'ab that came after. When Mus'ab became Muslim, the first thing his mother did is she restricted, she withheld all of her money from him. He said to her, keep it all. Keep it all. When she tried to threaten him that she would kill herself and that she won't comb her hair and that she will stand in the sun, he said to her, do whatever you please. I won't leave the deen of Allah the blink of an eye. Mus'ab was the one whom the Prophet sent to Medina at the age of 15. How old was he? 15 years old. He sent Mus'ab to Medina while the Muslims were still in Mecca. In the 12th year of in the 12th year of Mecca, the Prophet sent Mus'ab to Medina to give the people da'wah. 15 years old. Today the brother's 45, he tells me, brother, I don't know what to do for deen, man. 45. Mus'ab was 15, been Muslim for maybe a year, 2 max. And the Prophet sends him alone to Medina to give the people da'wah. Within 1 year in Medina, there wasn't a single house in Medina except there was a Muslim in it because of Mus'ab bin Umair. 15 years of age. The greatest Ansari companion, in my opinion anyway. The greatest Ansari companion, what's his name? Come on. اهتز لموته عرش الرحمن. Sa'ad bin Mu'adh radiallahu ta'ala anhu. Sa'ad bin Mu'adh, a man who was Muslim for 7 years and then died. When he died, authentic hadith, the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, اهتز لموته عرش الرحمن. Rasulullah said that the throne of Allah shook when Sa'ad bin Mu'adh died. Sa'ad became Muslim on whose hands? Whose hands? Mus'ab bin Umair, 15 years old. Mus'ab died in what battle, my brothers? Uhud. Nice. Some of the brothers are on board here. Mus'ab bin Umair died in Uhud. When Mus'ab died, how old was he? Anyone know? 17. 17 years of age. And when he died, he was so poor that the only garment he had wasn't even enough to cover his body for them to bury him in. Sacrifices. When they called Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam and he saw Mus'ab, this was the young boy in Mecca who, when he walked, people stopped to stare. People stopped to gossip and to look at him, look at the... This boy now, he's fallen on the battlefield of Uhud. Doesn't even have enough material to cover himself so we can bury him in it. When Mus'ab bin Umair, when he was in Medina, in the 2 years when the companions had come, when he was in Medina, he reached such levels of poverty that the only thing he had to wear in the peak of summer was the skin of a dead sheep. And sometimes he would walk into the masjid, the companions couldn't bear to sit next to him because of the smell of the skin. Whenever Rasulullah used to see him in Medina, his eyes would tear up and say, look at what the love of Allah and His Prophet has done to Mus'ab. Sacrifices! Sacrifices! Remember I said we give Allah scraps. And in return, what do we want, my brothers? What do we want? We live in Disneyland, man. Wallah, we live in Disneyland. Forgive me. I have been struggling for the last 2 years. I've been struggling with society as a whole, man. Wallah, there's times I say, Ya Allah, just take me, man. Because I can't be this. Nothing is real anymore. Have you noticed this in our society? Nothing is real. No one is genuine. No one says it like it is anymore. Even us, wallahi, sometimes like, I just don't know. It gets confusing. It just gets confusing for me and I'm struggling. Allah's my witness, I'm struggling. I've got brothers that are 45 years of age and he acts like he's 18. Brothers that are married and have kids. And yeah, he wants to hang out with his mates at cafes like he's single. I'm not saying halal haram, don't come to me. I'm not saying halal and haram, but I'm struggling to understand. When are we going to grow up? When? Just someone told me when. Nothing is real. People are not real. Wallahi, sometimes I look at people, I think, forgive me, wallah, I'm not judging, but wallahi, I'm struggling. I just don't know what I'm looking at. Nothing is real. I saw a brother the other day, he smiled at me. I thought, wallah, I thought I was looking at a cartoon character. Now, where do those teeth come from, bro? They're pearly whites and they look perfectly squared. And wallah, he looked like a McLean's commercial, like a Colgate commercial. What happened to you? He goes, yeah, wallah, I went and got my teeth. I'm not saying it's haram, please, no one come and, wallah, I'm not judging. But I just don't know. No one is real anymore. His hair was planted. His teeth were not real. But I'm struggling, wallah, I'm struggling. We're 40, but we want to act like we're 20. And the 15-year-old, he wants to act like he's 35. I'm married, but I want to act like I'm single. I got kids. Wallah, bro, I'm confused. Even our women, wallah, it's embarrassing. I swear it's painful to mention this, but sometimes I'm thinking, what's going on? Bro, her lips are like that, they're like that. It's like the Dyson vacuum cleaner. I had her for an hour or something. Bro, what's going on? She's got these eyelashes, I swear by Allah, you know, if she blinked fast enough, she'll fly. Sisters, wallah, breast implants, buttocks and facelifts, and this is the same. Yeah, but brother, I want him to love me for me. You don't love yourself, you changed it. She tells me that I want him to love me for you, but I want to know what you do you want him or me? Like, just tell me, someone explain, what you do you want me to love? The you that even you couldn't look at? Nothing is real, bro. Nothing is real anymore. No one says it like it is.